The pole, the stripper pole in Vegas, and yeah, remember that?
It was nothing like that.
That's exactly how I remember it being, the party.
Michael, I think what you're remembering is the Christmas party of '98 when you were on the dance
No. That's not how I remember it at all. That's not, I really don't remember much about that night. And we're not really supposed to talk about that anymore, right, Toby?
No, we're not allowed to talk about the Christmas party in '98 anymore, or '97.
Michael, an adaptive leader, the only thing he knows how to lead is a group of people in the dark to a hermit hut that doesn't exist. Really, it doesn't exist.
What does leadership look like when it's put into action? First things first, we must diagnose the problem. Is it a technical problem, or is it an adaptive challenge?
I think I'm having a technical problem right here.
A technical problem may be complex, but they have known solutions that can be implemented by current know-how. They can be resolved through application of authoritative expertise and through the organization's current structures, procedures, and way of doing things. Can anyone give me an example of a situation that is a technical problem?
I have a technical problem. I'm out of chips, and this meeting is keeping me from getting more chips.
I don't think that's technically our problem. That might be your problem, but
I think it's a problem.
This right now, no. What about an adaptive challenge? A challenge that can only be addressed through changes in people's priorities, beliefs, habits, and loyalties. Adaptive challenges are complex, multi-layered, and can contain various loyalties.
Michael, can I talk to you?
not now. Not ever. Please, Toby, don't be rude to our guest.
Leadership? I'm not real big on the leadership. In fact, I really wasn't paying much attention. Usually when I get bored at meetings, I get my calculator out because I am an accountant and I make words with my calculator. So this morning I showed some words I made. Right side up was sob, sobs, bob, bobs, and if you turn it upside down, I made words like high, eel, LOL, for lots of laughter. That's the tech stuff nowadays, I guess. But leadership, you know, I don't even have an accounting degree, but don't tell anybody.
When talking about adaptive challenges, we always have those who are resistant to loss.
I hate to lose. We hate losing here. We are winners, winning. We all win by helping each other out. So loss is not tolerated, unacceptable here. Just making the point. Go. Sure.
The key to leadership is to develop the diagnostic capacity to find out the kinds of losses that are at stake in a changing situation. The first step in this process is data collection.
So I have a question. Can you give us any examples of how we can better collect, or how I guess I could collect data better on each of them, so that, and then how I can use my leadership on them to better manage the adaptations? Is that something that we should be, because I really believe in a data managed kind of management system, so that would be great. That would be really helpful.
If I continue, you'll know that there are a few questions that we need to ask ourselves.
Excellent.
Like, what is really going on here? What are the patterns? What is the view from the balcony?
I have a question.
And I have the answer. The answer is it's adapting from the balcony, because you can hear better from there, you can see better from there, you can check it out, see what's going on. Right? Is that right?
What was your question?
That was right.
Is Michael doing a good job at leading? I think I can answer that question by saying, when someone asked him about stretching his egg, he said it was impossible because they're hard, and if you stretch them, they lose all their protein. I think that pretty much sums up, is Michael doing a good job?
Okay, so we kind of got off to a rough start. Let's reconnect, recollect, and if you guys have a question or a comment, just
and Newman.
Alright. Okay, the second step is interpretation, or the hypothesis of the why. Again, we must ask ourselves a few questions. What does what I'm observing mean for the system? What are the losses at risk?
Losses, we don't like losses. Losses, bad. We don't want any losses.
Michael, like your losses on that failed Nigerian investment?
It was the son of a Nigerian king. His father ran the freaking country. When he asked for money, you give it to him.
Great. What are the values, alliances, and loyalties?
Loyalties. I am loyal to Dunder Mifflin and to each of you as members of my team, because we are a team, and that is what I am loyal to.
Okay.
So you know.
Great. Once we've answered all of our questions, we can then move to the second action, which is intervention. Our first step is to design an action plan based on our observations and interpretation. We need to ask ourselves, what needs to happen next?
What should happen next?
I think we need to have lunch next.
Kevin, really?
Lunch.
Sorry, Rachel, that's completely inappropriate.
Okay, just enjoy some of your Doritos there. Then we move to the second step, which is experimentation. If we find that our experiment was not right for the situation, we return to the first step and restart the process. All right, now let's split into two groups and dive into our activity.
No! We are not splitting into different groups. We are a team. Let's do it together as a team. Except for you, Toby, who's not part of the team, or any team, and since you're divorced, you're not even part of your own family.
Michael, why do you hate me?
Fine. Get into one group and we'll discuss the scenario about the Great Council. Alright, you'll need to think about the following questions. What's going on here?
That's actually a really good question because we ask ourselves that here often at Dunder Mifflin.
Alright then. What are the losses at risk if I do an intervention?
We might lose Michael as a boss.
What might be a beneficial outcome of an intervention?
We might lose Michael as a boss?
What's valuable? What hinders? Where's the resistance? Take a look at this.
Wait a minute, let me see that. Giant council, 25. That's ridiculous. Nobody's going to have a council of 25 members. I resist doing this. It is a hindrance to us selling paper. We need to wrap this up and get back to work.
A few things that we need to remember are interventions can be small but mighty. It may not work, but then we must ask ourselves, why not? It requires courage. You may get blow back, and it requires energy and perseverance to continue. An adaptive leader helps people, the organization, the project team, the committee, etc., navigate the period of disturbance as they sift through what is essential versus what is expendable, and as they experiment with interventions. This is the process of thriving. Adaptive leadership requires a leader to manage herself.
Fine! All you people know all this already. This is me adapting by listening to the song beneath the words. I'm going to go jump off the balcony.
Oh, Michael, don't.
Michael,
come back.
All right, fine. But how about a group hug? It's a holding environment. Yeah, group hug.
Michael, we talked about this. No touching in the workplace.
Right. Can't. No touching. Well, how about we get on the dance floor?